Highlighting top spots you might want to head to this weekend to see the mountains of Colorado turn gold.
All right, so Julie went to Mueller State Park, showing us more of Mother Nature as she shows off in our own backyard.
Yeah, it's that time of year. You get in your car and you look around and think, wow, Colorado is really beautiful. Hiking Bob is here with us. We're already talking about leaf peeping. Where are some of the best places that people might want to go around this time to see the most color?
Mueller State Park has probably the highest concentration of aspens within an hour or so drive of Colorado Springs. So I always come up here.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now, is Mueller State Park.
We're up at Mueller State Park. The trails at the north end of the park just keep headed for Grouse Mountain. Have some of the highest concentration, easy trails to hike on, not real hard to do, and just great views. You have views of Pikes Peak, just big groves of aspens up here to see.
Yeah, I'll step aside so you can see between us, but man, that is something so beautiful. And as those leaves continue to change color, I'd imagine it's going to look like the mountains a little bit on fire.
Yep.
But it's so close to Colorado Springs too.
Yep, easy to get to, not hard to get to at all. Probably one of the best places to come up here to see colors.
Would you recommend people coming early in the morning or more towards the evening if they're looking to avoid a crowd?
Either way is going to work really well.
Okay.
And what I recommend doing, if you have the day to do it, is come up to Mueller State Park in the morning, take a ride down to Cripple Creek, spend the day down there, have lunch, and then on the way back, stop back by here. The color, everything changes as the sun is moving around from east to west.
The drive to Cripple Creek is incredible. I went a few years ago with my parents during leaf peeping season because they'd not been to Cripple Creek, and it was stunning to see. So yeah, that's a great idea. Swing into Cripple Creek and make that happen, and then make Mueller State Park your last stop.
Make it the first stop, make it the last stop. The lighting changes entirely. Everything looks different. The sky changes. Everything is different. So hit it twice. If you get a day pass, it's good for the whole day. So hit it twice.
Okay, good tips to come out and see the leaves changing colors. We're going to send it back to you in the studio.
Mountains to see the leaves change. Well, there are a few ways to properly prepare.
All right, so Julie joins us now with Hiking Bob, talking tips on how to dress and what to take. Julie?
Yeah, guys, Colorado weather, if you hate it, just wait 5 minutes. Undoubtedly, it's about to change. When it comes to leaf peeping, you definitely want to be prepared. Hiking Bob is here with us. How should people dress if they're going to be out this weekend looking at all the leaves?
This time of the year, the weather is very variable. We could be out during the day and it's fairly warm, but once the sun goes down, the temperature really drops. So you want to have layers with you. I always carry a sweater or something in my backpack, rain gear, hats, gloves. It's not the dead of winter. You don't need all the really heavy stuff, but you want to bring a couple of layers because the weather changes really quick. If you get wet, you're going to get cold. If you're out here after dark, you're going to get cold. So bring some extra gear with you just to be safe.
I think it's also important to keep in mind that if you come up from somewhere like Colorado Springs, you're coming up in altitude, so it's going to be a little chillier. So you kind of have to anticipate that.
Up here at Mueller State Park, we've gained about 2,000 feet of altitude. That makes a big difference in how the temperature is up here.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm layering up. I'm chilly. I'm chilly right now. I'm not playing these.
I'm ready just in case.
These cold weather games, I tell you. So layer up. Is there anything that you would advise people to put in their backpack when it comes to coming out here? Do they need to take gear out on the trails?
Well, you always want to have the usual things with you. You want to have some water, you want to have a snack, you want to have rain gear, you want to have just the different layers of clothing for whatever happens with the weather while you're out here. So just the usual stuff you might do, but you're going to adjust that now that we're getting into the colder weather season. Your layers might be more warmer layers than you would have during the summer, for example.
I would say just prepare, because you don't want to be miserable while viewing something with such beauty. So be ready.
If you're out here taking pictures, the last thing you want to do is be freezing to death and just shivering and you're not getting steady pictures. So just dress warm and get good pictures. Yeah,
you don't want to go home and show your friends all the cool photos that you almost took. Yeah. All right. Hey, if people want to follow you, how can they do that?
Go to hikingbob.com. There's links to my social media and my columns at the Bulletin and my podcast and my photography website. Everything's at hikingbob.com.
Okay. Thank you. Sending it back to you in the studio.
To the Colorado mountains, and if you're looking to see the beauty of the fall colors and capture it on your camera, our expert Hiking Bob has a few tips.
All right, Julie joins us right now from Mueller State Park with more about what you need to know to enjoy the glow. Julie?
Yeah, if you're going into the mountains of southern Colorado to take a peek at the leaves, no doubt you're going to want to take a few photos. Hiking Bob is here with us. You're kind of the expert when it comes to taking photos here in southern Colorado, especially when these leaves are changing. What's your #1 photography tip that you would give to people headed out this weekend?
It's all about the time of day and the lighting. So early morning is great for the lighting, the afternoon is great for the lighting, and you can make use of whatever lighting you have. So if you have a bright sunny day, you get that nice backlit look. The light shining through the leaves, it's beautiful. If you have an overcast day like today, then maybe you want to get in a little closer and go for those close-up shots of the different color leaves on the ground. Or this morning we have dew on the leaves.
I know, I was going to say, you told me that you really love getting photos of the dew. Which is
Absolutely.
really beautiful.
So get that close-up picture with either your cell phone or your camera. Get that nice close-up picture. You might need a tripod for that to make sure it's nice and steady, but get those close-up pictures.
Yeah.
And then, like I said earlier, after morning, come through here, the lighting is coming from the east, come back here in the afternoon, the lighting is coming from the west, everything changes.
Yeah, same spot, different shot
Yep.
almost because of the way that the lighting changes. Boy, this is going to be something so beautiful to photograph. If people want to see your photos, how can they do that, Hiking Bob?
They can go to hikingbob.com and there's a link to my photography website from there. There's 2 different sites, but it's easier just to do that. Everything links off of
Okay,
there.
and you're a great follow on Instagram too, I will
Thanks.
say. Okay, hey, we're going to send it back to you in the studio.